It's time to do a mock draft simulator. In this simulator, we're going to do 7 rounds. We're going to do trades. If they offer it to me, I'll take it. I'm not going to force a trade from my end. My style is BPA mixed with position of need. So if the best player available is a position of need, I jump on it, but I do BPA. So even if there's players that I may not want to get because we already have that position, if it's the best player available, I'll probably go that route because I just want to get better. We're going to go with the flow. See what happens here. Let's get this thing started. We already know what we need. Cornerback, guard, edge, DT. So let's get this thing flowing. See who's available. Oh, let's get some good players. Let's get some good players, folks. This is an extremely unrealistic trade. I'm not going to accept it. In the real world, this doesn't happen. Yeah. Holy crap. Jazon Newton available at 29. Oh, he could be one of the best defensive tackles in this year's draft. He fell. No-brainer. Him and Ali McNeil wreak havoc. This guy's got good hands. He can hit you from the interior. Get to the quarterback. Another guy like that. A little bit better. And he can help stop the run, too. This probably not going to happen in the real draft, but he's available. We're going to go ahead and take it. Players do slide in the real drafts many, many times. We are good to go here. They don't want me to give up 246.61 for 76 in a second. Dang, that's a good trade. Very, very good trade. But there's a player who I really like that's on the board. And it will help this team out in a big way right now. And we're going to take that player. And that's called Cooper Beebe, offensive guard, Kansas State. Played guards. He is a physical guy, immediately upgraded. He probably may not be here in the real draft, but it's possible. Immediate starter, long-term solution on the offensive line. We don't know what's going on with Jonah right now and Graham Glasgow. Let's get Beebe, solidify that. 2 positions of need found and taken. Hell of a draft. Okay. We need to get to see what this is here. So we move back a couple spots and we get a third. Yeah. Definitely taking that. Picked up a 3rd-round pick, just moving back a couple spots. All for that. Next year, we got another 3rd-round pick, and we can use to trade up, trade down, trade left, trade right. That's the way we go here. We need to get better at cornerback, and I'm hoping that, okay, he's gone. Where'd he go? Where did my guy go? Caleb King went at 72. That's who I wanted to target. I really did. I do like Josh Newton. I think he's pretty good from TCU. Yay. Go ahead and take Josh Newton here. I'm going to go give this guy a solid click. Newton, 190 pounds, a little bit shorter. I think 5'11". He's physical. He likes to tackle. He's good in coverage. And he stays with his receiver. I like it. Even though I missed out my target player, still got a really good cornerback. I think he can develop into a number 1. I do. It may take another year. He'll be out there to really get better. Solid pick. We're good to go right there. I'm going to not take this trade. Pretty fine with going in a different direction right there. So we're going to go ahead and reject it. Go all. And we need to get edge rusher in a big way. There may not be one here. And this is the problem, folks. Edge rushers in this draft, it's quite difficult unless you get a Jared Verse early. It's a little bit lackluster going down. It is a little bit lackluster going down. So that's something to keep an eye on. Hey, you could go other positions, right? Linebacker, I don't really want to do that. Tight end, I definitely don't want to do that because we're good there with Laporta. I don't want to go safety. We're good with safety. Wide receiver, that could be an option. It really could. But there's one player I do like for the edge, so we're going to go ahead and take Jonah Ellis from Utah here. Look, he can right now be on the rotation for the Detroit Lions. I'm not sure if he's ready to be no bookend or anything like that. So hopefully in free agency before we did this draft, we went in and got a pass rusher like a Danielle Hunter. But right now he can come in and be a rotational player, young player, and develop. He's not. I don't believe he'll come out and be a dominant player right off rip, but he can get to the quarterback. Got to work a little bit on the run game. Got to work stopping the run that he's got to do, but he's good at getting at the quarterback situational right then and there. Why not? Why not? So let's go ahead and go back to all. Amazingly, we picked basically the needs that we needed, right? We do need a kicker. I'm sure not drafted a kicker right here. That's not happening. Now it's just depth. Definitely BPA. I could care less. And I know you guys are going to think I'm crazy, but I want to go Drake Nugent here. Get a center from Michigan. He's a hell of a center, and he's multi-dimensional and universal. But the important part of getting him right now for the Detroit Lions, he can develop with Frank Ragnow and eventually be the center. And he's immediately a backup. So we got two guards. The Lions' defensive line or offensive line is complete. Defensive line looking pretty good. Now in round 6, I'm starting to look at kickers at this point. I'm going to keep it 100. I'm going to keep 100. And Joshua Carty is the number 1 kicker on the board. I could take him right now. And that's what I'm going to do. I don't want to risk it. He is the best kicker. He's a hell of a kicker. I think it's 87 field goal percentage, 100% extra point. He can kick 54, 55 yarders. It's a guy that you can get. He's a starter for hopefully the next 15 years and not an 8 freeze. We fixed special teams, so we've got one backup. The rest are starters. I'm pretty happy with this draft. Now we're just going to go with BPA. We're going to talk about the last pick in the draft. I could care less who it's going to be at this point. We'll go ahead and go with Nelson Caesar. I don't know anything about him. I'm going to do, since I did this draft, I'm going to do a little bit here. We're talking about a 7th-round prospect. I haven't got to that point yet. Oof. I really don't like this. I don't like that pick. That's not that good. Ooh, you could go tight end, right? You could. You could go tight end. You know, Brock Wright got injured. Shane Zylstra. Linebacker. That's another position they could do that, right? Just backup role. It's really not a big deal. We're just go ahead and just go with the tight end here. We're just, honestly, I don't know much about a lot of these 7th-round picks. I haven't got to it yet. So this is the draft. I do a lot of these guys. DT, guard, Josh, cornerback, Jonah, Drake Nugent, kicker, and developmental guy that may not even make the team. Grade this draft. A, B, C, D, or F. Let me know in the comments below. Let's start a new draft. So that's 1. Let's do another one here and see what we can get going on. I think, to me, that would be an A draft for me. That'd be an A draft. That's my... Oh, crap. Sorry. I didn't hit the Lions logo. Let's get this thing going again. Another mock draft. So it's same situation. If there's a good trade, I'm going to take it. If not, we do the pick. BPA. Now, this is more realistic right now, folks. This is absolutely more realistic. We move back a couple spots and we get an extra 2nd-round pick. You know, let's just go accept this trade. We'll accept it. We just got a 2nd-round pick next year. And yeah, we lost a pick this year. But you want to know what? We picked up another 2nd-round pick, just moved a couple spots. And I get Byron Murphy, the defensive tackle. I do like him out of Texas. He's not as good as the last one, but he's a good player. He's good at stopping the run, and that's what's good about him, and especially with our defensive line. We're really good at stopping the run. He's decent in pass. He's got good hands. Good pick right here. This is more realistic at this selection. This is more realistic. So let's go DT and see what happens down the road for the rest of these picks. 74. No, we need to pick. We need to get a draft pick here. So we're going to draft, or we're going to go ahead and reject this. Very, very important. So we got the DT earlier. I don't want to go the exact same things we did last time. Let's go Chris Broswell. Basewell, his ceiling I don't think is the biggest in the ceiling, but what I really do like his motor never gives up. Who does it remind you of? It reminds you of all of the Detroit Lions, kind of like an A. Hunterson. I don't know if he'll be a double sack type of player. I don't know if that's the case, but he will never give up. He will consistently go. We got better on the Detroit Lions defensive line. Let's go ahead and get Chris Broswell. Got another pick here, third-round pick. We got our offensive line. We got our defensive tackle. We got our edge. Let's go ahead and look to see what we got else here. Definitely looking for a lineman. For sure, an offensive lineman. I don't really want to go tackle because it would be a backup role. Seems like a waste of a pick. What about cornerback position? Max Melton. Okay, let's go Max Melton here. He's great with route recognition. Very good. He is very solid and sound, staying with the receiver. He's got the physical gifts. He's exceptional head and eye coordination to get those turnovers. He turns his head around. I think he can develop to be a number one. I do. I don't think it's going to be this year. He'll be out there getting his rookie mistakes on the field this year. Hopefully, we got a corner in free agency, right, to pair this guy up with. He's not the biggest guy, 5'11", but he plays big. I'm going to go ahead and take him. I like Melton. Maybe like 3/4 of the way through the year, he's really starting to take that trend up, and he can get more island with his work and get some good time on the field because we need that from a young rookie. We absolutely do. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So here we go, folks. We're sitting here. What do we got to do? DT, edge, corner. My guy's on the board. Drake Nugent. If you're a Michigan fan, you know Drake Nugent. He can play center. He can play guard. This is a good, great pick. Right now, he can go in there and be a starter for the Detroit Lions offensive line. And he's a center. So Frank the Rank will be here this year. What if he's injured? You can move him in. What if he retires next year? You can move him in. Great pick. I am happy with that selection. We just got better. We just got better. All position of needs, in my opinion, has been hit. So we're just doing BPA at this point. Maybe get a player that's a develop, like I don't need to go cornerback right here, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to risk it. We're in round 6. There's one position we need that you can get a starter at 206 at. You already know. We get bugged a lot. Joshua Carty. Joshua Carty, the number 1 kicker in this year's draft, 87% when it comes to field goals for his college career, 100% extra point. He could be the Lions kicker for the next 15 years. I think for a 6th-round pick, I'm doing it. Bam. We don't got a kicker problem. He's going to fight with Michael Badgley in the preseason. He should win. Here, we're just going to do developmental. That's the way it is. We can pick up another pick. Fine. I'm fine with it if we're just getting another pick, right? It's not a big deal. So all we're going to do is BPA. Now we're scrapping the heaps here. It's definitely the scrap heaps. We're going to go ahead and just get Gabriel Murphy, developmental guy. And that is my second draft. Go ahead and grade it A, B, C, D, or F. Let me know in the comments below.